back with some more Final Fantasy 13. Looks like we're putting some dwarves to sleep. Well, we were spotted. There's something luscious and especially talented. Like oil and water. That's funny. Forgive me, I need you to be calm as well. Gotta go all the way back over. There's so much talking in this. I do somewhat remember. Hello. There's the last one. All the way over here to this town. Okay. Nice. Okay. What do you guys have in store for us? Yeah, I'll undo one. I don't mind. I trust you, Ariane. Annie? Okay. Soothing. Is there more blue ones in here as well? No, it doesn't look like it. This one there was a way from Mark changes, but I'm not found what to do it here. Regardless of how it looks like it's in the building. There one might be. Oh no, it doesn't open. Oh, that's the cheap food. Yep. Hiding back here. Oh man. Don't worry, I will see you. Forward slash. I'm just a traveler. Pushing for the serpent to us and feeling the light. There's no formal suggestion. Use me attempted to hide she pulled me aside and attempted to beat him near to I mean, this doesn't shoot something back. Forgive me, I didn't mean to cause you or send me any trouble. I'll head straight back and let her go home. Yeah, these guys are not super worth fighting them. Well, aside from building up my meters, which I should do now. Alright, let's build up some meter. You gotta see what it's such good damage. Give me more red data, please. For you too, I mean all the red meter I can get. Go up this. I don't think I can. Lame. Alright, going around. Almost have her enough. I just have to get 2 AoEs. Followed by fight you. It's fine. Alright, back to town. With that family ready to go for whatever the council. Oh, I have to go in here. Oh, right, talk to the person. Search for the crystal X-Sock. I wish I was following these guys. Oh, I think I found my thing beforehand. Find them eventually. I bet you he's on the cliff over here. Maybe not. Oh wait, he is.
The future is where my destiny awaits.
Okay.
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me. Leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now. Hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey. But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort?
Well, it's going.
Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
Settle meddlers with the Empire, most likely.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, the spectre of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
What will you do when this is over?
When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said, though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
All right. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace in the Source, sorry. The Radiants have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Selch? He has taken himself to the first to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger of his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken to the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the Source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the First, as have his comrades, albeit incompletely, their bodies yet remain here in the Source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scion's return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective. Of both of our objectives. Though Heidelin's meddling her champion, through. Her champions threaten to wrest the reins of the fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path, one which will never see man reclaim his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devotion is abhorrent, and it must be stopped, before it is too late. The hour has come, your Radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize victory that is yours and yours alone. For the future of Garlemald. Oh dear. You do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. Ah, it's the real one. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the best of this first. I do hope. I but hope the beasts of this first are proving him proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos, or would you rather I called you Elidibus? Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos Galvis. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of the body. Without it, I cannot enjoy the hunt to my fullest. Your secrets or my flesh, I care not which you give me first. The choice is yours. Interesting. Right, so while the two of you are away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the powers. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its designated function, namely taking out its grasp. And we may be certain that Valkyrie will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. I'm ready. Get the word, and I will relay the order to awaken the powers. Engage. Very well. Let us begin.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Vorthree, mountain and all.
Nice. Oh, damn.
Here it comes!
Cool. making a bridge up to it on that thing, or is it straight up carrying it down to the world?
Yes, yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger! Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
4-3 marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
Oh, nice.
Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. Summon us in times of need, we expressly said, yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name? Yes, we may also have said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to his aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with him? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
I think they're mad at me. Yeah, I like that.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept their help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
Yep. That's the plan. So cool. I love it. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna save a whole video. die. That'd be nice. That's pretty sick though. Alright. And yes, before you guys ask, I am indeed red. Everyone is here, good. The Talus has taken hold of the mountain, as planned. We will use its body as a bridge to reach Vault 3's sanctuary. Sea Eaters will make us work for every yawn, of course. But we will carve a path through their rings and meet their master regardless. Last one, careful, careful, right? Nah, we want motivation for the first. Now gold, now accessible. Now can I go with a party link to see? Oh, is this where I can recruit people? Yes. We're gonna have you on our team. Swap you for...
Here we go! Victory will be ours!
And he's our only tank. I feel like he has to be here. Yeah. I feel like he has to be here since he's been there through this whole thing. And then Mishkoa. Yeah, this looks good. I like it.
So it is you. You will not defile my new paradise.
Oh no way, I actually have my transformation mode in this? Hell yeah. This is the first dungeon I've gotten to do where I have access to that form. That's so sick. I'm gonna hit you. That is so cool. Oh, hello. So good. I don't want to keep it for the boss fights though. Oh yeah, get squished. You suck.
Prepare yourself.
Hello. Well done, dear. Let's focus on that. Thank you, big golem. First boss. It's gonna be pretty cool. Ah, it's the lion. Forgiven. go get him, Tancred.
Prepare yourself!
This is where I get Let's go again.
Away with you!
easy.
Prepare yourself!
That's not right.
scurrying about my domain like insects! I will not suffer it!
Make sure we give ourselves enough time to get easy. This is interesting. Go get him, Thinker. Yeah.
No closer! Filthy creatures!
Time for me to go. This guy really does see himself as God, doesn't he? Like all the holy statues and whatnot. The big wall in front of us now. I'm gonna... make sure I'm oh, the matches with files. 2022 now. So that this one is safe. Anyway, we'll call it. Oh. I wasn't sure what I had to do there. Oh man. Oh. I did a lot of damage, but I didn't know what that was before. Okay, all the way up again. That's the move that wiped me before. So much damage. I love it. Now that I actually was better paying attention to look out for.
I am righteousness,
No, you are not.
and righteousness will prevail. Can't you do anything by yourself? Do your thing. Thank you. Looks like there's a cup in there. There's the upper and the lower path. They both take us up there. I guess I know one way to find out. I know this stuff. So we can go this way.
assuming this I will progress. Or did I get myself turned around? I know there's a clicker up here. Did I miss it? Oh, we got ourselves turned around. Interesting. Alright, go get him, Thingrid.
Prepare yourself!
Welcome back. Oh, hello. You're big. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone tells me that would hurt quite a lot. Thanks for the bridge, bro. Hello. You're fighting us next then? Sure looks that way. Use my full combo and then I'll go crazy with my form.
Prepare yourself!
time to go sicko mode with my plan. Okay. Oh, okay. What are we doing now? Interesting. Ah. Oh yeah. That dungeon was really fun. Hello everybody. I'm Shafty, and the shows my bus far is that I feel above a powerful light. Say something, thinker. No leaders for me to stand in our way. It's the moment of truth. Yeah. victory awaits. Alright.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vorthri's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught ceaseless conflict.
That goes really
Had you only trusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise.
on the Reaper tracks. What do you expect?
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
He does have a point there.
Hear me, Vorthri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Shinita both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vorthri. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Alright. Crown of the Immaculate, now accessible. Alright, I'm gonna take this guy down. Oh. Entrance. Oh, I actually have to queue with people? Damn. I guess I'm waiting here until I find a group, unfortunately. Our destination is over yonder. We will succeed, and he will be destroyed. It's really cool scenery. Just waiting. Could exit to Kalusia, but I just rather get this done because there's not really anything left for me to do except for bust this one out. So I guess in the meantime I will sit. This isn't going to be the most exciting wait, but that's alright. I am now level 87. 3 more levels till I'm max level. Wonder when my next ability becomes available. It's 86. Wait, no, those are unassignable, that's right. So that's 86. Ah, okay. So 88 will be my next ability unlock. And then Communio. Oh, yeah, Communio will be my max level 90 unlock. I'm assuming this one will be assigned to that slot that I have. Can't use it yet, but I'm assuming it's probably gonna go here. And then this one will most likely go here. It's cool that I can assign them before I actually unlock them. Deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby with a potency of, wow, 1100 for the first enemy and 60 less for all remaining enemies. 60% less. And Shrouded. Effect expires upon execution. Requires at least one stack of Lemur Shroud to execute. Okay. Since I have transforming twice, I can use half the meter to use just a really big attack. Okay, and then what is this? Plentiful Harvest. Delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you with a potency of 720 for the first enemy and 60% less for all remaining enemies. Immortal Sacrifice cost. Unstack. Potency increase of 20,000 as stacks of Immortal Sacrifice execute at minimum cost. Additional effect increases Shroud gauge by 50 and cannot be executed while under the effect of Bloodstone Circle. Bloodstone Circle? Which ability is that one? Bloodstone Circle. I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, let's continue reading. Consume all stacks of Immortal Sacrifice upon execution. Interesting. Yeah, those two abilities are the next ones I will be unlocking. I already have them set to their spots, so pretty cool. And these are all just my special abilities once I use my transformation, which is why you can't assign them. This one is the only exception, because what it does is it creates a portal from where I warp from. I'll show you. It creates a portal from where I warp from, whether it's towards or away. And then it replaces the other ability with that, so I can quickly warp back if needed. And then it also makes it so if I have a target, I can use my Harp ability, which is my only projectile ability that I currently have. As just something I can access all the time. So, that's how that ability works. It's really good for chasing an enemy down or getting out of a really big attack range quickly. And I believe Arcane Circle, pretty sure it's a buff for me and all my allies. Let me read exactly what it does. I just know that it's good. Okay, so Arcane Circle. Increase damage dealt by self and nearby party members by 3%. So it's not a huge buff. It lasts for 20 seconds, but that means me and every single person around me when I cast it gets an extra 3% damage with whatever we're doing. It has a pretty cool animation too. So it's going on a 118 second cooldown when used. And then this ability, this one, which is the same as my other mark ability, I think this means that enemies take more damage from me. Just me though, I think. Actions and traits. Yeah, Whirl of Death. Delivers an attack with potency of 100 to all nearby enemies. Additional effects. Afflict target with Death's Design. Increases damage you deal to the target by 10%. Duration 30 seconds. Extends duration of Death's Design by 30 to a maximum of 60 seconds. So that's if I use it on them over and over and over again. Additional effect, increase soul gauge by 10 if target is KO'd before the effect expires. And then the other one, which is just my single target mark, I think it's the same thing, but single target opposed to AoE. Where is that one at? This one. Does attack with a potency of 300, so it hits harder because it's a single target. Affects target with Death's Design, increasing damage you deal to the target by 10%, duration 30 seconds, extend duration of Death's Design by 30 seconds to a maximum of 60, increase soul gauge by 10 if target. So yeah, they're the exact same ability, just one is for single target and one is for like multiple targets all at once. Which is pretty nice. This one just deals damage and then gives me 50% of my red meter in an AoE, and this one kind of the same deal as these two. It's the same thing, just more damage and single target instead. So this one was one of the positional ones. Let's see, Gibbet, edge attack when executed from opponent's flank, so it does more damage if I hit them in the back with it. Same thing with that ability, and I'm assuming this one. Oh no, this one is just AoE to all enemies in a cone in front of you. So this one has nothing to do with flanks, but as long as I'm behind the enemy, these two do a lot more damage. Nice. This one grants Crest of Time, borrowed to self, creating a barrier that nullifies damage totaling up to 10% of maximum HP. Duration 5 seconds. To self and nearby. Oh. Grants Crest of Time to self and nearby enemy members within a radius of 15 yalms. The barrier is completely absorbed. Oh. Crest of Time returned effect. Gradually restores HP. That's pretty nice. So that's not just good for me. It's good for everyone around me. That I didn't know. I thought it was just me. That's really good. I like it. And Shroud. Offer your flesh as a vessel for your avatar, gaining maximum stacks of Lemur Shroud, duration 30 seconds. Certain actions cannot be executed while playing host to your avatar. Let's see, Bloodstock. Grant Soul Reaver. Stat count will be reduced to 1 when already under the effect of Soul Reaver. Okay. Do these have anything to do with flanks, or is it just my blue abilities? This one doesn't say anything about flank. This one doesn't either, so it's just straight damage. Summons your avatar, deal unexpected damage to the target and all enemies nearby with a potency of 520 for the first enemy and 25% less for all remaining enemies. So yeah, it's cool. So I have these two abilities which help my allies. Then I have this one, which turns into Harvest Moon once it's charged. Then I have these two abilities, which is single and multi-target, and this one that are single and multi-target. Nice. What's the description for that ability? Because it turns into Harvest Moon. That's right. Grant Soul Slowly action on Harvest Moon. Cast time is instant when used outside of battle. Then turns into this. Deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby it, with a potency of 600 for the first enemy and 50% less for all remaining enemies. Can only be executed while under the effect of Soul Soul. That's kind of what I thought. I figured it did AoE damage, because I thought I was seeing it right when I was hitting multiple people with it, but I couldn't tell if that was actually coming from this ability. Now it's been confirmed. Nice. Hurry up, game. Let me go to my dungeon. Wait, is this just... I don't think I have to hit anything with this, right? I do indeed. I like the animation, because you see all the slashes and like the smoke follows afterward. And this one is just a bigger version of that. Pretty sick though. I really like it. Oh yeah, did you notice, Spencer, that when I draw the weapon, it's an actual like chainsaw? It's kind of a brutal scythe, but I like it. Once I'm done with this mission, I'll probably do my daily roulettes, because unfortunately I can't queue for daily roulettes with anything else, because you only can queue for one daily thing at a time. Otherwise I would just do that. It is really cool. I have a few different sites that are kind of cool. I'd have to go to Armory actually. But I have the first one it gives you, which I think is Deep Gold Sickle. Yeah. So this is the first one you'll get. I should be able to try on, yeah. Excuse my character being naked, but we'll display the gear. We'll do, is it this one? Sheath and draw. How do I actually rotate the camera? Oh, yeah, like that. So this is, oh no, this wasn't the first one I got, but it is pretty cool for a scythe. There's this one that I have. I've got... Which one was the first one? Might be the War Scythe, actually. Let me actually sort these as well. There we go. That way all the scythes are next to each other. Try on. This was the original scythe you're given. It's very Bloodborne-esque. I like it. Then later on I got this one, Sickle of the Round. It's got a cool like aura effect. I'm not a big fan of the blade on this one, but the aura is cool. And I just showed the Deep Gold Sickle. So this is the Deep Gold War Scythe, which I have the Reaper skin set to. Hey, look, it's ready. That one's pretty cool. I'll show you the others once we're done with the dungeon. But they're all pretty cool scythes, and there's more of them at level 90 that I can get to. I just have to level up. Here's Volt.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
got minions. Certainly want to kill these guys ASAP. Cool.
I will crush you!
Alright, back to fighting him now. Away from him. Okay. There's definitely going to be a phase 2 of this guy. It wouldn't give us 3 limit break pages with how much damage we're dealing to him this quickly. Well, at least he looks a lot better. Nice, he got an improvement. That's serious. Welcome, allies. Transformation. Oh yeah. And we'll transform once more. Ow. Yeah, I wasn't sure where to go to avoid that one. But yes, survive, thank you. Yes. biggle. Get wrecked. All three dead. Alright, let's move on to whatever's next. Reboot, yes. Oh, now I have to talk to you. Is that all three? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yep. That's the plan. Upon speaking with Reen, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, you may return here by speaking with the sentry posted at the entrance to Mount Golg. Alright, we're gonna get cutscenes now.
Why am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born. As man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you.
Well, clearly you're not.
Help me. Damn you. I am your god.
Nope, you're not mine.
Look! The sky!
Oh, we're gonna be witnessing memories. memories of Vol 3.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a Light Warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being. A king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Are you all right? Say something!
It's finally taking its toll.
12 for Fend. He cannot contain the light. He's beginning to turn.
I've basically taken in the light of all the other...
Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
Now this one. So let's see what happens. And the light of those things corrupts whoever they come in contact with, and eventually turns them into the next Light Warden. Well, that's not ideal.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
Ah. Thanks.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with him as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go.
You knew of this, Urianger.
He always knows of something that we don't.
'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Northrend.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
No way, it was him.
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Farewell,
this character,
my friend, my inspiration.
During either the first expansion or the second. I don't remember exactly. Might be first expansion. Well, shit.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now. Halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
Yeah, from the memory we had.
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided he could contain and control the light. If not, then he, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vorthri achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero. Exarch! I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness, with some dignity, far from prying eyes.
Right
Till then, I bid you farewell. Eater.
Back here. The Crystal Tower, apparently. Crystarium.
Ah, finally.
What happened?
After you collapsed, Emmett's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrat is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorbed from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. Now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Oh, so you're awake. You were injured during the foray on Mount Gold, yes. I was here at my station as always when they carried you in a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, it has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Steaming up about is the first good news we've had in a while, assuming you feel strong enough. But you may have considered a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens. Bragi was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Okay. Speak with Bragi. Well, look who's back from the dead. Aye, it was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle so. But you, my friend, I fear you had one foot in the grave, cold and lifeless. You were like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked right. What is this world coming to? Bah, But moaning alone never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that the Crystarian folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Yulmore's back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesimel was worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see. Let me tell you. Oh, sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you, even Churgans were forbidden from making visits. Irene was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, so I suppose there was little any of us could have done for you in any case. As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure for your condition. I worry to see their faces grown ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarian. I shall let them know that you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse from exhaustion. And our own Morin has been a little better, I'm afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one of those one dusty tome or another. So I have to go talk to Morin now? Yeah. That's the best way to get to Morin. Where's a crystal? No, that works fine. Thank you! Yeah. Let's see. Morin is way up here. Confound it. This says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. And it is truly you, not some figment of my imagination? Well, but this is wonderful. It would seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Light Wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you're awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catullus, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle, though against what foe we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing up would be a much welcome relief. Ow. Let's grab this crystal again. She is okay. Hey, I'm alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright, you know that? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying that what's to become of you're the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day, and the Exarch would still be here. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear you're wearing to improve. Alright, well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we'd need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time. That sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Greetings, Glenard. The master of the stairs is running his own errands now, is he? Well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius you mean old Grinault. He is a man of unrivaled gifts, I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide nor hair of Grinault since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many's the tale I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Grinault, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you are fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing? Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I've a regular who's eager to see you. I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit, now does it? Here. We can't forget the heart upon which the city was founded, or the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. Hospitalist looks at you with a concerned eye. Anne, are you alright? I think a return to your sickbed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. This damnable sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exarch often might just stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Alright, I guess that's what I'm doing then. Let's go mend my gear. Repair all. Yeah. All the way up top.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight. I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky, knowing what it means to everyone, and that you're responsible.
The secrecy is worse. I'd rather people knew. I still can't believe it's coming from me. It's all such a mess. Yeah, I'll go with the first one. The secrecy is worse. I'd rather people knew.
If you're thinking of coming clean, don't. It might make you feel better, but it would make things 100 times worse for them. They're better off not knowing. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive. Well, come on then. As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie. Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle. It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Eel Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them. What? Don't give me that look! Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Oh, my dear beloved sapling. You are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Oh, did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of them tomorrow. What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I'm happy to share it, but I feel there will be no surprising revelations, as anyone in the city could tell you he is a man of wisdom and compassion. But none can doubt his generosity when the Crystarium was being constructed. He even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restrictions upon us but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons past, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. Aeon, it is good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? Sorry. I'm not sure how much I can tell you. Considering we avoid asking too many questions, unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, then it'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you decide to talk with Lena, she'll be at her usual post at the Ascensor Gate. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you've come for the result of my research into this persistent life, I'm afraid there's little to tell you as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch? Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history. Oh, of his history, if that is what interests you. Ahem. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the flood when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. Its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their homes or Bobertides fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city in which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of royal address. Thus did the people consider his scintillating skin so alike to the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, 'twould seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Please, game, work with me here. Why are you doing this? Oh my god. Fine, whatever. Okay. Alright. At least I can fly around now, so that's nice. Leon, I was not told you had awoken. A welcome surprise. Now, if only the Exarch was returned to us. He was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned that they had an idea of where to find him. And so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Pelusia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens a door in the ocular to a chamber known as Umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, to which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. He bid me allow none to the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of ears descended upon the city was I to access Umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Valkyrie loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Aeon, I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. Forgive me, I trust the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? I see, I'm not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if we do not acknowledge it. Nina urges you to follow her. Come meet me in the ocular, and I will knock the door within. The captain said to expect you. Yes, we will end her.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Alrighty. So many books everywhere. Another memory.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then. By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war,
He and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope! We are finished! Mankind is finished!" Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was him. The Warrior of Light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on. The Warrior of Light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light himself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. He was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to him. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the Rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the Light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
I mean to rescue the Exarch. I mean to have a few words with both Amit and the Exarch. Yeah.
we should be on our way. Diassian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Alright. You find the answers you sought. There's nothing more you need. I will go lock the door. I have questions about the Tempest. Tempest? What is the name given to the seas by which Calusia is bound? Or that is the name. If you make a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with Namaro to fly you over the water. Do you mean to leave right this moment? Alone? I'm not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the Shadow, and I shall await your safe return. Require an Amaro? Just a moment, I shall saddle our swiftest beast to fly you to the island. The open water, to the depths of the Tempest. Our Amaro can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor...
Ah, we have found thee. Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste. Ah. By thy looks I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
I'm a danger to those around me. Nonetheless, I forgive you. Now, what do I forgive you? Let's go.
I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do is...
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement, then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Oh, man.
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them!
No! Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
That's a point.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive, and I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Eat him! That's right!
Yeah.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Unit Plus will see the Exarch home safe and sound. Bandits plan to commandeer an Amaro for thy journey to the open sea. I fear the following dive down and time a sailed underwater boat would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during thy convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of Tempest, and I believe we have arrived at an elegant solution. Yet ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou dost conclude such pressing business as remains of thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closeth above our heads, we are unlikely to search again until our grand deed is done. Storm-tossed seas. Ariandra is patiently awaiting word that you are ready to depart. Thine affairs are in order, then I shall unfold to thee my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor, yet our goal is not simply to arrive there. Nay, we must needs have the means to breathe and fight freely. Thus would I petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being with whom I have yet to meet face to face. Rather than waste words on explanation, I bid thee follow me until the hamlet of Summer, which lieth to the south and west. All will become abundantly clear, I promise thee. So I have to go here. So what would be the fastest way to get there? Probably Fort Job. Could also... Actually, I'll start here, and I'll just fly around so I can clear this map up. I should be able to fly anywhere now, which would definitely make travel way faster. So, I suppose I will get to that then. And we'll start over here. Just clear all these areas. Horse of the Lost Shepherd, discovered new location. Cool. Plus, it's really good experience. So. Over here now. Why is it not focusing on me? There we go. New location. And now this one. And then another one over here. Thirstless Shore. This looks really cool. Alright. This way. Alright, last area. There we go. There to the west, canst thou discern a hump of an isle rising from the water? Yes. That foliage-covered mass hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for mine insistence. Though it be much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayest glide like a fish. I shall board a boat on to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of mine inept strokes. Just bad at swimming. Alright. It wants us to go below the surface. There's a couple things down here apparently. This definitely looks like it was some kind of living creature though. It's a little too symmetrical just to be an island. It is indeed a something, or was a something. Suspect rock formation. Two curved slabs of rock seem squeezed together here, giving the inspiration of giant stone islands. Yep, I called it. Wait, I don't need that open anymore. It's definitely a creature of some kind. Not the bug. No, too far of a bug. Back down in the water, please. Below. Right here would be level to whatever it is I'm looking for. Though it appears solid enough, the rock yields slightly under your touch. Yields slightly under your touch. Was the surface gently shifting, or was it your imagination? Alright, just speak with your chair. It's a big fish, dude. Intriguing. Well, what hast thou discerned? Reminds me of a certain primal. Most perceptive. According to the lore of the Pixies, we are even now perched upon the back of an ancient Fey entity. Its name is Bismarck. I, the self-same title by which we know the Great Feathered Well, revered by the Vanir of the Source. I would enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and hence banish the water with an air sphere, alike in form to the domes in which shelter the hamlets beneath the wavy sea. Within its compass, we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle comes, as it most surely shall. Now I must needs ask for silence whilst I make my supplication.
Wir Sach, Bilan
O great
Bismail.
and serene Bismarck. Long has it been since my name was called. Why do you wake me, little neighbor? To the bottom of the western sea we go. Pray lend us your back and your breath. This world is in twilight. I wait for the sun to set. I wish only to see.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
We need fail, ooh.
My snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Yes, Bismail Windpicked.
Sleepy Bismarck,
Dromy
you
Drom,
old pixie.
Jacob.
These are my precious, precious saplings.
Van Red
Let their wish be the king's command. What a rare thing to awaken to. My beautiful king, if it be thy wish, then so shall it be done.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. He's only got manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Shining souls. To the western sea we go. Wrapped in my breath, I will see you to your destination, little neighbors.
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, but the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
Until he sees a giant whale fly by.
What the? Do you see that?
What a monster! Where did it even come from? Whoa, yeah! It's not stopping! Run! Run!
I have fulfilled my duty. I return now to the lake. I have not flown in an age. It was pleasant. May your journey be a safe one, little mortals.
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
The Tempest. So glad I am that Bismarck was true to his word. We arrived at the Tempest safe and dry. 'Tis here that we shall find the lair of Emmett Sedge, and I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. And I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. For an Ossian alone, this is a course of trifling matter, to flee into the rift. Yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible with mortal custom. Nay, he would not soon risk his prize when the Exarch's very body serveth as key for Crystal Tower and its powers of temporal transportation. Thus am I all but certain, that is, that this underwater realm harboreth our friend and enemy both. We have but to find her. In the event you leave the area, speak with me. Unknown, please let me return to the Tempest. Alright, and I'm gonna call it there for this stream tonight. I will be back at more games tomorrow. This has been a lot of fun getting to hang out with people. I even got to play some Duel Links with some viewers earlier, and that was pretty cool. So I'm pretty excited to see what tomorrow brings. But like always, I'm going to be calling it a night here. I thank everybody for being here and sharing these experiences with me, whether you're here in the current or you view later on. It means a lot to me, and thank you for all hanging out with me. And I hope you guys all have a good night. And with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stream out.